the rainiest month of the year, as they say, is also Autism Awareness Month. And autism, we support autism here on all four platforms that we represent, from Telemade Kicks to Karen's Corner to Raw Honey, and even my own with Friday Night Lights, and we tie it all up in a bow and wrap it with UnCensored Minds. We here at UnCensored Minds, I want to just say that we support autism. And what is autism, right? Some people may say, well, what is autism? Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, refers to a range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behavior, speech, and nonverbal communication, as well as by unique strengths and differences. We know that there is not one autism, but many types, caused by different combinations of genetic and environmental influences. The term spectrum reflects the wide variations and challenges and strengths possessed by each person with autism. Autism's most obvious signs tend to appear between 2 and 3 years of age. In some cases, it can be diagnosed as early as 18 months. Some developmental delays associated with autism can be defined and addressed even earlier. Autism Speaks urges parents with concerns to seek evaluations without delay, as early intervention and can improve the outcome. Some facts about autism. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention estimates autism prevalence as 1 in 68 children in the United States. This includes 1 in 42 boys and 1 in 189 girls. An estimated 50,000 teens with autism become adults and lose school-based autism services each year. Around 1/3 of people with autism remain nonverbal. Around 1/3 of people with autism have intellectual disabilities, and certain medical and mental health issues frequently accompany autism. They include gastrointestinal disorders, seizures, sleep disturbance, attention deficit, and hyperactivity disorder, anxiety, and phobias. If you need personal guidance, members of the Autism Speaks Autism Response Team are trained to connect individuals and families with information, tools, and resources. We have a number of individuals within on our platforms that have children that have autism, and we just want to stand and say that we stand in support of you and your child and whatever you're going through. Autism is all this month, and we will be bringing awareness all this month. We will have someone come on before the month is out that is a parent of an autistic child, just to tell about their experiences, challenges, the pros and cons, of this. It's nothing to be like when we hear autism. I think we have this negative view or just an ignorance towards it, because the children I've been around that have been, that are autistic are super smart, super, on point with it. So I think, once we have, individuals that have, children that have autism speak, we'll get a clearer understanding of what it is and, how it affects, children, the home, and, everything that has to do with that. So be on the lookout for that all this month. We will have a segment on it each week with also a guest that will come on and share their story.
I think that's great now. Great. I think that's great to have someone speak to really understand. I mean, we can see it from the outside looking in sometimes, but to really hear someone speak on how they deal with it daily and how the children are progressing from the support of their family members and loved ones around them, and how they grow with that love and support and that safety. I think that'll be amazing to hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always imperative to hear from the other side, right?
Yes.
This last month when we celebrated, and I don't even say when we spoke about it, I say celebrated. We celebrated the awareness of multiple sclerosis and me dealing with that. just the challenges that are faced, just the simple understanding of it. We hear something and we sort of get our this mental thought in our mind of what we think it is. But seeing individuals who live with it, who strive in it, who succeed, helps us to understand that it's not a negative. It's a positive in a sense.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know, 3 years ago, three years ago to this month, actually, I was in Florida. Ebony and I was on a girls trip, and this lady, um, Freya, that's her name. And Ebony, you can tell me exactly where she lived, but it's somewhere. I want to say London, but she had an autistic child, and we were talking because we were staying at the same resort, and they actually want to host me to come over so that I can do a book on autism. She worked with some TV company over there, and right to today, Freya still follows me. So I think that is something that I will be looking into in the future because it's interesting, and I think it's something that we do need to be aware of. And as Neil said, they can diagnose it as early as 18 months, but parents, you can start being more noticeable by the age of 9. Babies can murmur a certain amount of syllables, but it's certain things. If they are autistic, they're going to show early signs of not being able to do it normally. It's very early signs of what you wouldn't think anything of, but it's something that you need to pay attention to. So just go and read about it. That's what I did today. I read up on it some more. I read up on it 3 years ago when I talked with Freya about writing the book, but I think it's something that we all need to be aware of. Very good informative information here.